So guys, I actually had someone ask me why it costs as much as it does for me to sharpen a knife for you guys. And I think they're thinking that maybe it's an easier process than it actually is, because I'm actually right now sharpening a Reich knife for one of my customers. And it had a bit of a misgrind. I'm trying to rectify it. So that means that I'm using a really, really coarse diamond. But so I want you guys to keep in mind, especially when it comes to a tanto, or tanto, I maintain that angle. So this is done by hand. I'm maintaining that angle, and I'm terminating that angle at the point on both sides. So you can see it there. You see it there. It's not just as simple as throwing a knife on a stone and just throwing it around willy-nilly. I've been doing this for a long time. I really have. And I didn't start charging people for what I do until I was comfortable with the fact that I wasn't going to screw up a knife. And the fact is, like I said, and I've said several times, I've got some stones that cost $300+. So just so you know, one of my cheapest stones here is a two-sided. It's a Kai. It's a Kai stone that I got in Japan, and it's a 650 on one side, and it's a 2,000 on the other. $60 is the cheapest stone I have. The stones that I use to finish your knives, let me pull it out so you can see it. There's a lot of times that knives get done, even though it says straight razor only. This is a 12,000 grit stone. It's a 12,000 grit stone. That cost me $350. Now, I do a lot of knives on this, and it doesn't wear out as much as some of these. Say maybe this $180 8,000 grit Naniwa, which is a resin bound stone, which basically the abrasive is in an epoxy resin. But still, this is a pretty expensive stone. And then when I got my 10,000 grit, this was like $250. So when you guys are asking why it costs as much as it does, these stones wear out. The more I use a stone, the more it wears out, the more I have to use a stone. I'm doing 18 knives this week. This stone is half the size it was last month. And I have 3 more of these in a box. I have to account for that cost. So when you guys are questioning why I'm charging $25 for a straight edge and $30, minimum price for a tanto is $30, because I have to do 2 different angles, which means that I have to sharpen this angle, and then I've got to marry up this angle. It's 2 double-edged blades, like sharpening 2 knives. I'm not charging you $50. I'm charging $30. I'm only adding an additional $5 for the additional angle. But to do a dagger, a double-sided dagger, I by all rights should charge you $50 for that, but I'm not, because I don't want to run my business to the point where I don't have customers. But you know, the fact is, this is how I'm doing it. I'm not using a machine. I'm not using a jig. The angles that you get where you see those 2 angles that mirror each other, I'm doing that by hand. So not only are you paying for the fact that I'm wearing my stones out, there's a little bit of, not to toot my own horn, but there's a little bit of expertise that comes with that. I don't know a lot of people that are doing tantos and maintaining that angle freehand. This is a Reich knife. I've actually reprofiled this entire knife because it was really, really, really obtuse, and it was not sharp. It's a very nice knife, but it definitely was not sharp. And You know, I'm out here, I got lights out, I'm out here after dark. I'm doing this after work, and I'm trying to provide some of the best service that I can at the price. So, you know, if you send me a lot of knives, there's a good chance you're gonna get a discount. I have a friend that's sending me like 25 knives. I'm knocking price off. I'm not knocking a lot off, but over, you know, 25 knives, he's gonna save about $100. That's not something I publicize, that I do stuff like that. But if you're sending me a large volume of knives, there's a good chance I'm gonna offer you a discount, because I get it. To do 25 knives at $25, $650. If I do them at $22, he's looking at almost $100 off. I'm really not losing that much if you want to look at it that way. So I kind of get frustrated when people, I don't know if they don't understand the way I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. I'm doing it on water stones. Your knives are done by hand every time they come to me. And right now, this knife is stupid sharp already, and it's still got several more stones to go up in grit. So, no, I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't want you guys to think that I'm saying I'm the only person that can sharpen your knives. I'm just saying that I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I'm really happy when people are return customers, and I'm really happy when people get the stuff that I do by hand and can appreciate it. And I just wanted to explain why it costs as much as it does sometimes. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been working on this knife for 45 minutes, and I just got the angle changed so that it will actually cut, as opposed to being really obtuse. I thinned it out. So yeah, no, that's it. I just wanted you guys to understand why I charge what I charge. I mean, it really, I actually, if you want to get down to it, I'm probably not making that much money on these knives when I do it. When you look at me having to replace equipment, especially stones, like I'm saying, when you're paying $200, $300 per stone for some of those expensive stones that I'm getting from Japan, especially that 12,000 grit that I do the final finish on for a lot of knives. 10,000 grit's really good, but you know. And then I have a $300 plus Edge Pro system for you guys that are wanting specific angles and things like that. So please understand, I'm not trying to screw you guys. It's not like I'm putting this on machine. I'm spending a lot of time doing this. So, all right, guys, I have to finish this rake knife. It's not, it's CTS 204P. It's pretty wear resistant from what I can tell. It's taking a good bit of work. So yeah, no, that's it. I just want to make sure that I kind of touch base on that, because it gets frustrating when people are, I can't believe you can charge $60 for 2 knives. Well, you know, don't send me a $25 knife. You know, most of the knives I'm sharpening are fairly expensive knives, and really nice knives that people want done well. So, all right, guys, I got to finish this. You're distracting me. Y'all need to just go away. Go away. All right, talk to you later.